plaintiff, Erica Jamison, dated the defendant, and during their relationship, he wanted her to stay at home while he went out and worked. Erica claims she eventually went back to school and got a job, and the defendant could not handle her being independent. Erica is suing for an unpaid judgment and a down payment on a car. Defendant James May insists he wanted nothing but the best for Erica, but she was extremely insecure and possessive. James does not believe he owes Erica, and he's countersuing for harassment because she threatened him with a bat.
Start with you.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Fine.
I was dating, well, I start like this, James May. He is a friend of my deceased cousin, so he was pretty much in our family forever. I started dating him when I had gotten into some trouble. He came around. He decided that, you know, he'd give me a better life or whatever. To that thing, he seen I was getting into trouble, whatever. So by him being concerned with my life or whatever, I pretty much started liking him. So we started dating pretty much like 2 months within the year 2003. It seemed like everything was okay. He was a older school type of guy. What I mean by that, he wanted to work and he wanted me to stay at home. You know, I'm 23 at the time. He didn't want me to pretty much have no friends unless they was friends of his brother, which that was pretty good for 2-3 years. But then I decided I wanted to go to school and do some of my life. I got a job, so it seemed like Mr. May, he couldn't handle me being independent. I want that vulnerable little girl no more that, you know, I was when I first started going with him.
Did you go to school?
Yes.
You said you were going to go.
Yes.
Okay.
I ended up getting my associates in arts.
Good. Go ahead.
But, you know, he just decided that I wasn't trustworthy no more because I was more out than in like I was. So when I got the job, that's when everything started changing, you know, because he was busy supporting us, and he supported us well. But when I just decided, you know, I want to start helping out too. So he started making trouble just because I wanted to, you know,
Like
contribute.
what type of trouble?
James took me to work, put me up from work, and he still decided that I was cheating. So I pretty much was like, okay, well, I'm going to give up something. I decided to stop working since he liked to work. But I ended up 6 months later getting another job because I had got used to being out on my own, and it felt pretty good, you know, for me being in trouble so much. Then now I'm pretty much got my head on.
Overcame your obstacles and doing the right thing for yourself.
And it felt good. So I thought that I was gonna be with somebody that would pat me on the back, like, good job, well done. But he was pretty much like, you getting too beside yourself or whatever. So that's what I took it as.
How did it end?
It ended pretty much when I think I had got a little bit, I outgrown the relationship, I'll say. But he pretty much was like, you know, I'm the man, you the woman, stay in your place. No, don't think, let me do the thinking.
Okay. What year did you all break up? You started in 03.
We broke up in like 09.
Do you all have children?
No, sir, I have no kids.
Sir, you want to give me the background?
Okay, it's pretty much like she said, we was in a good relationship, but it's like the other way around. She fabricating the story.
She wanted you to stay home.
She's the one with the problem. She was the one going through the phones and all the other things, calling people back and causing problems with things that I was doing in the streets. Well, as far as going to work and everything. What she coming up with, I don't know where it's from.
She spent most of her time talking about how you didn't want her to be an independent, educated, and working adult. She spoke maybe one sentence about you being suspicious of her. That's what's on your mind.
I mean, that's what she done. She accused me of cheating. It's a long story.
Just now, maybe I missed that part.
I mean,
I didn't hear that. She said you didn't want her to work, you didn't want her to educate herself.
That's not true. That's not true.
Okay.
I only want the best for her.
Why did y'all break up?
It wasn't working out. She was like extra possessive. She was possessive. I was always the one that's out there going to get the bread. And she was probably had a problem with, because I was out too long. I'm out all day.
Okay. Ma'am, you're suing him about judgment and down payment on a car.
Okay, I just got off of work. I can tell you the story. I just got off of work. I was, you know, it's my paycheck, and I'm planning on going shopping. So he meet me at the job. Oh, baby, I got some good news. I'm like, what's up? He like, they approved me of a car. I'm like, okay, they approve it, that's good job, whatever. He like, I need you to come down here with me. I'm like, because I already made an appointment, to go with my hair did, and I got to be to birth the next day, so I already had my schedule planned. He like, well, come on down here with me, you could go, you could pick out the car and whatever, it'll be on you. So, I'm like, okay, forget it. I end up going down there. They ran James' credit or whatever. Now, he didn't know that he was on child support. James had full custody of the daughter, so she just made it seem like he owed child support when the daughter was living with him. So, come make a long story short, he couldn't get the car. So, as the man said that about child support, James get the, fussing with the man like this cannot be true. As he got to stating that, I'm easing myself up out the situation. So soon I get to the door, the man who's selling the car, well, maybe we could try her name. I'm like, wait, how you just gonna put me in the middle of this?
A little faster.
Right. I should act like I ain't do no English like he was talking to me. But anyway, I'm like, how you just gonna put me in the middle of this? So James looked dead at me in my eyes, and when he did that, everything just fell to the ground. I'm like, unbelievable. Now I'm in the middle of this. So he, please just try. It probably don't even work out. You just could see.
So how much did you co-sign for?
It was $79.95.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken.
How much was paid off?
He paid off the majority. He paid off.
Except for this $2,000 or so?
Except for the $1,900, and so that they end up suing me because of the interest, which was the $23.
What are you reading from?
I'm sorry.
What is this?
This is, and this also the paper that they sued me. They took me to court for the amount of $23.
Ruined your credit and got a judgment against you.
Unbelievable.
Sir?
Yes.
What do you say about it? You know why we're here. You got the little silly grin on your face. What do you say about it?
I don't got too much to say about that, but I don't feel like I owe that.
Why not?
Because she constantly harassed me. I had somebody that was going to pay for it, but everywhere I was at, she'd hop out the car with bats.
That's your counterclaim. $2,000 for harassment. How does she harass you?
Jumping out the car with bats.
When?
About, we'll say July.
Of what year?
2010. She jumping out the car with bats everywhere I go. She popped
No, I'm
up.
talking about incidents. July of 10, she did what exactly?
She jumped out the car with a bat with the one lady that was going to help me pay for the car because I had lost my job. You feel me? So she stopped her from
No, I
doing
don't feel
that.
you. I don't feel none of what you're doing. I'm saying. I don't feel you causing this woman to get $2,300 judgment. No, I don't feel you at all. So what about this baseball bat in July of 2010?
I was sitting in front of the house. She came up the one way.
In front of the other woman's house?
In front of my house.
Okay.
She come up the one way, jumped out the car with a bat, and got the, jumped out the car, wanted to argue, making the lady get out the car. You in my car, it's in my name. That's just one incident.
This is what she's doing to the lady?
Yeah, the one who
All right, tell me what she did to you.
What you mean? She did it to me,
You don't
too.
know what I mean?
She done it to me, too.
You said lady. She did the lady. She made the lady jump out of the car. She put the bat on the lady. All right, you haven't explained to me what she did to you. I gave you an opportunity. So your harassment claim is dismissed, and yours is granted. You have provided me with a judgment that has ruined your credit. I apologize that has happened to you by this man, and good luck to you. Be a little more careful in choosing the men. Make sure that they are up to par. All right?
Yes, sir.
$2,691. Your claim is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right, I told you that Judge Mathis gonna see it my way. I gave you a chance to give me the money. You didn't want to give me the money, so hey, now you gotta pay for it.
Well, I'm just glad it's over with. I ain't got to deal with you no more.
Oh well, we ain't friends no more?
Hey.
Oh well, money would do it.